Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakha HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone. This is the implant, the RFID implant, spoken about in the book of Revelation 13, 15 on down. This is going to be the new currency, or it's going to give you the access to your currency. Currency means what's current, your money, make purchases, and for identification. It's have multi-purpose, but it's not just a device to find your pet or anything. As you can see, let me see a pet on here. I put in RFID. Well, here we go. RFID implant. Make purchase. See, so it's going to be in a human hand anyway. And you can see right here, see a picture of the ID. Illuminati RFID. Right there. That are showing you that's your identification. It's going to be on this chip. All right. But at the very least, buying and selling. All right. Now, the first thing when they started bringing these implants out, they were saying like medical information. So that's your identification. All right. That was being pushed very heavily. I believe before making purchases, it was like your medical information. And then make purchases came in, I believe, behind the medical information. And it was medical information, and like if your child gets lost, it was like for security. So it was like medical information to find your missing child or family member, and then the money buying and selling came in. I believe that's the order, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me in the chat if you disagree. All right. Let's see. So I got this video to play here. The RFID DIY implant, BIOTEQ. I'm just going to be playing that while I read the scriptures. All right. So you can definitely make purchases. And this is one of the first smaller companies. The Dangerous Things guy. This is the Dangerous Things guy. You can recognize him. We got a very recognizable face. I believe he was the first small company that got kind of big, if I'm not mistaken. Dangerous. His company's called Dangerous Things. All right. Now, why would you put something in your body called Dangerous Things? All right. And they even have, like, I've done videos. I'll play. I'll bring it up. I'll pull it up where the technology has it gotten even better. And I've mentioned this in the past that the technology was going to get better. They have flat chips. I'm gonna pull that video up. They're actually flat. This is one video I did on September 26, 2022. Yeah, it's from the movie with Paul Walker. Get the name of this movie. It's called The Lazarus Project. The Lazarus Project. All right. So it's going to the Caragma, and this is when Paul Walker went onto the computer. He got implanted, and this was the notes he was reading. Nice. All right, that's awfully close. To the Wallamore. Let's mute that. So that's what Paul Walker pulled out of his arm over here on the right side. And it's the Wallamore video I did. So this is a flat implant. So I'm gonna I'm zooming in right there on the right. He's talking about that. And I did this Wallamore implant of tomorrow. I did that April 12th, 2022. All right. So not gonna you ain't gonna find. It's one of the best videos you'll find with this detailed information, because the other camps, they're not really concerned about conspiracies. You know, and a conspiracy is the reason why we even went into slavery. So that kind of shows you what kind of spiritual lover they are. It was a conspiracy to kidnap us and bring us here, and it was a conspiracy to enslave the Northern Kingdom over here in the New World. But yet these other groups are not into conspiracies. It's just something that the Caucasian Edomites are planning, that they're going to perform at a later date. All right, and that's the flat chip right there. So the technology has increased, and you can see it's the same type of implant that Paul Walker has in the Lazarus Project. I believe 2008, the Lazarus Project. All right, near field communication, meaning you tap it and go. Like I have my wallet, I can just put my wallet right over the reader. No, in a store or at the gas pump, I can just put my wallet right over it, and it'll just the near field to pick it up.
Bank card, the implant doesn't track your location.
Let's go back a little bit.
Implant
safe, secure, ultimately convenient, and they are globally acceptable.
They are small, flat, passive NFC transponders that store your account's data. They work as a standard contactless payments wearables and are accepted worldwide by every payment terminal processing contactless payments. The implant encapsulant biopolymer material has been tested to be biocompatible and hypoallergenic, which means that it doesn't react with your body's cells. If requested, the implant can be easily removed at any time by any general practice doctor.
All right. See, an elect person is not going to, make a mistake and then repent. All right. Like, oh man, I made a mistake. Well, you can't repent from taking the implant. All right. Implant it tomorrow, and this is the actual video here. That was done April 12th. All right. So you can check that out. Just might put a playlist together. Yeah, I'll put a playlist together with the keywords in there. So you go on to our webpage, to our YouTube, and just click on the playlist, and you'll find this playlist with all the implant videos. All right. So this is beyond finding your child and your dog, and medical records is actually going to be used for purchases. All right. Now, let's run it back from the beginning that he said. Yes.
And more merchants accept more and more cashless. The societies that we live in are becoming more and more cashless. More and more people use credit cards and smart payment solutions. And more merchants accept payments through payment terminals, making our purchases cards. We live in payments. Year after year, let's talk about payments. Year after year, the societies that we live in are becoming more and more cashless. More and more people use credit cards and smart payment solutions, and more merchants accept payments through payment terminals, making our purchases easy and more convenient.
Alright, so I think you get the point. The closed caption there so you can see it and hear them. So Revelation 15:2. So if you actually go into the scriptures, you'll know that it's not going to, no elect person is going to have this implant in their body. And I saw 15:2 Revelation as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and it just the elect took it up into the air, into space, and looking down at the destruction and them that had gotten victory over the beast. So the elect are going to get victory, and it's over the beast and his image and over his mark and over the number of his name, which is the same thing. Referring to the implant and the temptation to follow after the the laws and spirit of Esau, Edom, his system. All right, well, taking drugs, forsaking your God. All right, that's what it means to bow down and kiss the hand to worship. All right, and then you receive his mark as a symbol of your allegiance. All right, and over his mark and over the number of his name and stand. Over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the power. Victory. So this is how you know that you're not going to. You can't just. Play this video. You can't just make it a little bigger. Might block some of the words, but you can see it. You can hear me. This is how you know that you can't just. No elect person is going to take the implant and then just take it out. Like, oh man, I repent. No, it says that the elect got victory. Nikeo. Or Nikaio. Alright. Nike. These victories, Greek for victories. We get where Nike from. Alright. It doesn't say that they were gonna be tempted. No acquiesce, take the implant, take the drugs, say do what the government says that's against the law, against Yahweh Bashim Yahshua law, and then come to a realization and then take it out. That's not in the scriptures. All right, to conquer. All right, and I got to highlight it here of Christians, which these are the Israelites, all right, that hold fast their faith even unto death. Again, that's talking about us, Yahweh Shai Ratazah. All right. That hold fast their faith even to death. Not to say they're going to give in and then they're going to take it out because they do realize the error of their ways, the error of our way. We're not doing that. All right, Yahweh Shai Ratazah. We're not doing that. We're going to be faithful unto death against the power of their foes and temptations and persecution. So these guys that are saying that, they're false prophets. They're guys that are saying that you are going to, if your family want to eat, you're going to take it, right? If they saying that proves that they're false prophets. All right. So if you see anybody saying that you can take it and then take it out, they're full of shit. All right. And it's not according to prophecy. This is Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh. All right. And no weapon, implement. All right. So whatever we got, call ya, and implement of hunting of war. So if they try to come with no weapons to kill us or take us captive, it's not going to prevail against the Lord's elect. A tool or utensil or other piece of equipment, especially used for a particular purpose. All right. Hunting or war. General furniture. All right. So Esau has all sorts of devices set up to coerce people into taking the implant. Let's go to 13. And he had power to give life, Revelation 13:15. You already know what it is. I'll just make this bigger. All right, so you can see that and just listen. And I'll pull Charagma up. It says, and he had power to give life into the image of the beast. All right. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right. So if you don't take his mark and take and do everything that comes attached to the implant, all right, you're going to be killed. All right. It says right here, 13:15. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. It's 666. So you'll find that embedded within the coding, all right, of the implant. All right, so I'm gonna pull up the word from Mark here in Revelation 13:17. G5480. Charagma. So he's almost done. We're going to pause that real quick just so you can see the word, and we'll bring it right back. All right. It says, stands on the forehead, the right hand of the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, and branded upon horses. All right. Of a mark stamped on the forehead or right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. A badge of the followers of the Antichrist. A badge is a distinctive emblem worn as a mark of office, membership, or achievement, license, employment. All right, so everything that's attached to that implant, which is rules, guidelines, you have to follow. Servitude, it's a badge of servitude. State of being a slave or completely subject to someone more powerful. So you take that implant, you become a subject to these Caucasian Edomites, to the system, to the matrix, as they say. All right. Charagma is the word. All right. So, and he, for 13:16, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive that charagma in their right hand and their foreheads. All right, meaning in your hands. All right, and it's popular. I believe you have a higher heat signature on your right hand. All right. So I'm gonna let this play. Right there. This is public information. It's freely available on YouTube. Now you can look up RFID CHIP DIY implant BIOTEQ. It'll come right up. This is free available information that you can find on the tube. All right, so he's pinching his skin. So there, he cut himself. Oh, so that's the blade. Okay, so he cut himself. All right, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. No, I can't. No. I can't zoom in beyond the dimensions. I don't think I can. Hold on. No, it won't let me zoom in beyond the dimensions. It'll let me change the dimensions like that, but I can't zoom in beyond the dimensions. Make it bigger. So he cuts himself first. So let me go into the Carax G5482. I hope you can see that. I know most people watch on their phones, so I'm trying to make sure I blow everything up so you can see it more clear. All right, so he cut himself, and he's gonna slide it in with that. All right, so this technique, the blade is not on the actual device that pushes the implant in. He actually used another technique. He actually physically cut himself. All right, it's both, they're both cuts, but it's a different instrument they use to cut itself versus the cutting being on the device that pushes the implant in. So G5482. Oh, I put it up already. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, Carax, which means a pale, steak, palisade, Pales between which earth, stones, trees, and timbers are heaped and packed together. A palisade. All right. A rampart. And then to build these things, you have to dig into the ground. A pale, a stake. A strong wooden or metal post with a point at the one end driven into the ground, which would be your hand. All right. Or your arm, your forearm. That's the most popular places where they're going to be. Driven into the ground to support a tree. All right. But a stake in the sense of the blade or the device that pushes the implant in a pail. That's not what it means. Just look it up on dictionary.com. Now for pail, you gotta go down to definition number 2. Because you look up impale. Alright. Impale. And when you look it up, you gotta go to definition number 2. Pale says 2 right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. I already got this already blown up to 200 already. Alright. Let's go down to definition number 2. Pale. See that little 2 there? Hope you can see that. A stake or picket as of a fence. Alright. To peel. Pale to stake. To stick or post pointed at one end for driving into the ground as a boundary, as a boundary mark, part of a fence. All right. A post to which a person is bound for execution. All right. So we know what a stake and we know what a pale is now. All right. Picket. Stake. Palisade. Let's go palisade. It's not the car. Palisade. I'm gonna say wood. Here we go. All right. So you had it driven into the ground. The earth would be your body, your skin, your arm, forearm. All right. And you can see it sharpened on both ends. But really, the bottom part is really the thing because that's going beneath the surface. All right. Let's go back to the word charagma and charax. All right. So this technique, he used a blade to cut himself. All right. A palisade, a stake, a pail. All right. Charagma is referring to the device. All right, the mark. All right, let's go back. All right, so the elect. So the point is, the elect are not going to take this implant and then get victory. No, it says that the elect did not give in to the temptation. All right. I believe that point is sharp too. Yeah. That point is sharp too. Let's go back one more time. All right. So I guess this kit just had there's more options. All right. Yeah, because it looked like what he put it in there as was pointed, had like a blade on it too. When he inserted the implant in. All right, that's Carax. And then he puts the implant inside that device. All right. I guess it's already in there. He's willingly doing this, and it's not even being forced. He's doing this of his own free will. All right. So when they implement it and say, yeah, you got to get it. This guy's definitely he's already ready. All right. So I guess he squeezed it in there now. So I didn't actually see the actual device, or I may have missed it, or it may have been already inside that. But if you saw, I guess you can just rewind it. So that's it. I'll read victory. It says Nakel, which means of the Israelites or Christians that hold fast their faith even unto death against the power of their foes and temptations and persecutions. All right. So no elect person is going to take the implant and then have a change of heart and then take it out. The elect are not going to take it at all. They're not going to succumb to the temptations and persecutions. All right. So I do think the implant is already in the syringe. I think that's what you call it. All right. Yeah, it has to be already in a syringe. All right. Let's let that play out. Then just end the video. Hope you edified. Shalom.